This is Mickey with EUTV, and I'm here today with Kendra Scott. Thank you so much for your time today. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself and your website and things like that?
Yeah, well, my name is Kendra Scott, and I'm a jewelry designer. I'm based out of Austin, Texas. I started my business almost 10 years ago, and we do fashion and bridge jewelry, and then we also have a couture line and fine jewelry as well. So pretty much every category of jewelry, we cover it. And it's a very fun industry to be in, that's for sure.
Give a definition of an entrepreneur.
You know, I say an entrepreneur is an individual that can change the world with one brilliant idea. You know, it's a person that is a risk taker, they're innovators, and they really can change people's lives. And it's the entrepreneurs of the world that really have made what this country is all about.
So tell us how you got started in the industry that you're in.
You know, I started with $500. It was right after 9/11. I was actually pregnant at 9/11. I had my son 2 months later on 11/11/01. And you know, when I had him, all of my priorities in life changed. I knew that the first thing I wanted to do was be the best mom that I could possibly be. So family was my #1 priority. I loved fashion. I loved it. You know, I knew I wanted to be in this industry. And I wanted to create a company that I could give back to my community in a really meaningful way. So I thought, how can I start a company where I can have family, fashion, and philanthropy as my 3 core values? And I thought, you know, I think I can do this by doing jewelry. And so I made a collection. I put it in a little tea box, and I took Kate and the baby Bjorn, and we literally went store to store and here in Austin, and the store owners were so welcoming, gave me a chance, gave me an opportunity. And I'm very thankful that I started in a community that is so supportive of their local businesses. But that little tea box turned into a lot, and now we're in over 800 stores worldwide, including every single Nordstrom, which is exciting. Stores like Henry Bendel, we're in the top doors at Bloomingdale's, and then a lot of specialty accounts all over the world. Some are in Dubai and Hong Kong and London, and so we're shipping our product all over now, so it is very fun.
So what's next for you in your business?
You know, we really have a kind of the sky's the limit attitude here at Kendra Scott. We are big thinkers, all of us. I think that's one thing you can see in all of my employees is that we really believe in this brand, and we feel like we've just scratched the surface of our capabilities. We want to open more branded Kendra Scott stores. We opened Austin last year. We just opened Beverly Hills this past month. Thank you. And then we're opening Dallas in October, at the end of October. So we'll have 3 Kendra Scott branded stores. We want to do 5 to 6 more next year, and then just substantially grow that number of stores across the United States over the next 5 years. So really focusing on what we do and doing it the best we can possibly doing it. You'll see us going into some other areas of accessories as well. So be on the lookout for some awesome hair accessories, like the coolest hair accessories you've ever seen. You know, there's a lot out there that's good, but we're going to do some things that are really awesome. We are going to do some things with hats in spring and resort. My first company was a hat company, so I'm going back to my roots there a little bit. So there's some fun and exciting things on the horizon for our brand.
Whenever you got started in business, what was your biggest inspiration to become an entrepreneur and work for yourself?
You know, for me, my inspiration was my family, because I wanted to figure out how could I have a business that would allow me to be there for them. And being an entrepreneur gave me that chance, gave me that choice to create a company that not only created that environment for me as a mother, but could create that environment for other women as well. You know, you get to call the shots and make your own rules up when you're an entrepreneur. And so I've been able to create an environment and a company that really is true to those core values. And you can't do that if you're not really doing it yourself. So that was important to me.
Do you plan to start any other kind of businesses? I know you were mentioning the hats and hair pieces and things like that. Are you wanting to expand into any other industries or anything like that?
You know, I think that you'll be seeing, a lot of this is kind of still things that we're keeping a little close to the vest, obviously, but absolutely, the brand has potential to expand into other categories. We want to really right now focus on what we do best, And I think our color bar is really unique to our brand. That option to give our customers a chance to be creative, customize their own jewelry, has been something that sets us apart in the industry. So you'll see us a lot more focused really being put on the color bar and expanding that into other areas throughout the U.S. But we're jewelry designers. I'm a jewelry designer at heart. So no matter what I go into, you're going to see our look, that color, that beautiful mix of colors that we do, and really cool patterning, and a little bit of that organic element. You'll see that in whatever lines we create in the future that may be, coming soon, and there might be some coming later down the road.
So what is a quote that you live by?
There's a lot. I love quotes. I'm always inspired by many different people, but I'd have to say the one quote that I actually have written down in my purse with me every day is a quote that my stepfather told me. He had brain cancer, and he was a man that had spoken 5 languages fluently, and towards the end of his life, he was only able to get a few words out at a time. And he was such a fighter and such a charismatic, wonderful, incredible person. And he sat with me one time, and he was trying so hard to tell me something, and he could only get out 3 words. And those words were, "You do good." And I use that in every decision I make. You do good. I think he wanted me to be the best person I could be, to be a good person, to give back to others, to be caring and kind and generous.
So what is one of your biggest goals?
I have a lot of goals, actually. I'm sure we all do. We have a thing here called the painted picture, where we kind of look at where we want to go, and you paint the picture of where you see yourself going. And it's something that I think, not just as an entrepreneur, but everybody can do with their own life, really seeing yourself in the future, 3 years down the road, where you're going to be positioned in your career, in your life, personal, business, you name it, and you really visualize yourself there and then write those things down. I am going to be a mother to a teenager in the very near future, in about 5 years. That's of course very exciting for me. But I see us continuing to grow a brand that's based on our core values, and I think really creating a lifestyle brand that a lot of people can relate to and stand by, and hopefully create a company that I can be very proud of.
Well, Kendra, thank you so much for sharing your story and your goals and dreams with us, and I really appreciate your time today. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys got going in the future.
Absolutely. Well, good luck with your new venture, and thank you for focusing on the entrepreneurs. It's a great market, and there's so many inspiring entrepreneurs out there to talk to, for sure.
Thank you so much. Again, this is Mickey Graham with EUTV, and we have just interviewed Kendra Scott. Thank you.